Yo, what's up everybody? It's Alex. In this video, I'm basically gonna talk about my status right now in videography as a beginner, I guess, as I just bought a camera and I'm still buying all my gear, and I guess kind of what my next steps are, what I'm looking to accomplish in the first quarter of this year by the time March ends. I've just been busy and then working, just haven't had a lot of time to squeeze in to make a specific video for YouTube. That's one thing that's tough about this, is whenever you're working a job and doing things on the side and just trying to make the time to be consistent. But regardless, like, I'm dropping this video, so I do keep that promise of being consistent and dropping a video every Monday or Tuesday. The newest updates are, obviously got my camera, you guys know this. My boy Jacob was kind enough to let me borrow his gimbal, which I used for the baby shower video that I dropped last week. So that's another piece of gear that I know I needed and was able to get. There's still other basic pieces of gear that I need, one of them being a tripod. I have a tripod right now, but it's like huge. It's ridiculous. Like, it's a little too much. I need something more portable that I could just take with me on the go, because I do plan on making videos with a lot of static shots. So I just want a solid tripod that's gonna be useful for any occasion. So I'm excited to get that. I'm looking at a Tilta one. It's pretty sick. I do like it a lot, and it's all around a great tripod that I need. Another thing I need is a wide angle lens. Obviously, like, I have a 28 to 75, I believe, Tamron, but I need something a little more wide. For Josh's birthday, I had to borrow one, and I already returned it back to the guy that let me borrow it. Shout out to him. I know you subscribe, so if you're watching, thank you again. Bruh, yesterday, I ended up finally upgrading and moving up to a big boy editing software, DaVinci Resolve. Woo, let's go. I bought the studio version for $295 yesterday, along with Dehancer Pro. And I'm saying it like that because it was stupid expensive. Like, Dehancer Pro, that plugin was marked at $699. I could have bought the wide angle lens. But I know on every video that I edit, I'm definitely going for a filmic type look. And everybody knows Dehancer is a plugin to go to. So that is why I bought Dehancer. And keep in mind, I've never used DaVinci. I mean, I was using it yesterday. And also Dehancer, I've never used it. But obviously, there's a first time for everything. I'm going to learn as I go. I watch plenty of other YouTubers that talk about DaVinci and Dehancer. So I have, full confidence that I'm going to be able to use it to its full potential. DaVinci Resolve pissed me off yesterday because I was scrubbing through the media pool and I was already picking the best clips from my boy's birthday party and adding them to the timeline. And then out of nowhere, I go back to the media pool and scrub over new clips. And every time I would do that, the beach ball would pop up. You guys know what that is? The little loading ball that Apple has whenever something's like crashing. And bro, it did it every single time. Like, I spent like 3 hours trying to figure out what it was, and I couldn't. So I had to restart the whole thing, and that pissed me off, bro. Like, I was here in my room. I was hot, bro. Like, because I had just paid $295. Like, there's no reason why on the first day I should be having problems with DaVinci, bro. Like, I was hot. And I did everything, like the proxy where you're supposed to lower it and the playback to half, all that baloney, bro. I was so mad. So yeah, I had to end up restarting from the very beginning. And so far, I was able to get all the clips into the timeline and no issues. Thank God. So now we have all the clips in there. Now it's just time to basically pick the best clips and add it to the song that my boy chose. and maybe add some cool effects, create a dope title for the beginning of the video. That's what I'm focused on right now, is I want to make like a dope title that just says like Josh's 31st, his birthday, whatever. And at the very end, I'm going to use the answer for the first time. So I'm super excited to get into the color grading and to see just what kind of image I can produce, you know, in my own way, like not try to bite off other people's color grading styles, but kind of my own look, you know, my own stylized look. So I'm super excited for that. And those were just essential things. Like there are certain things that you need to invest in, you need to buy. Like I'm not going to be editing. I was editing on CapCut Pro. I wasn't going to be doing that forever. I mean, at some point you have to upgrade, and it was time. Dehancer was, I bought the lifetime purchase. That's why it was so expensive, but it's better than getting the yearly over and over and over and long term, spending more over time. I'm a big believer in saving for the long term, because guess what? Time flies. And next thing you know, you've already purchased 3 different yearly memberships of Dehancer for $300 each. And now it's like you've already spent $900 when you could have just dropped whatever, $700 one time. But I did spend less because I did use somebody's 10% discount code, so it came out to $629, I believe. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, there's just, you know, right now it's the beginning of this whole journey, so it's just me buying the essentials that I need. Like I need a wide angle lens. Like obviously, if I'm gonna be doing projects for people, like that's a lens that is an absolute necessity. So that's probably the next thing I'm gonna look into. And after, like I said, that, the tripod, and maybe another battery for my camera. I can't really think of anything else. Editing software, Dehancer, a wide angle lens. Pretty much the update, guys, for any business, you know, at the beginning, there's overhead costs, and these are just the costs. I mean, I picked a pretty expensive passion for sure. I have no doubt in my mind that God will, you know, return the investment back to me tenfold. Like I know he's looking out. I mean, he's my business partner in this. Basically, like I've said before, I do the best that I could do every single day when I'm working on anything that has to do with media, and when it comes to me getting clients or, you know, money coming my way through this avenue that I'm now on, it's all up to God on that end to provide, and I trust that he will, because he always does. So, you know, shout out to God. I'm kind of out of it, pretty tired. My sleep is so terrible just because I work a night shift job, but I'm trying my best to also, you know, get adamant high quality sleep, still hit the gym, have time to do all these things. And yeah, I mean, I don't know how personal I can get here, but also like 4 days ago or 3 days ago, I lost my grandmother, my dad's mom, which it sucks, man. She was such a sweet lady, and it's just one of those things that kind of also makes you realize that one day, if you haven't already, like, you're bound to lose somebody that you love or know, or you know, that you're close to, and that's just a day that you aren't really ever prepared for, but it's life. Like it has to happen, you know. And may her rest in peace, you know, and may God be taking care of her in heaven. And I just feel bad for my dad. I mean, he's in Austin with my sister. I mean, I guess I'm glad I don't have to be around him and see him sad or see him cry, you know. I don't think there's anything that hurts more as a man than seeing your dad cry, you know, because he's supposed to always be a pillar of strength, you know, and you see your dad and it's just like, he's supposed to be, you know, your dad, strong, protector, provider, whatever. And, you know, there's been a couple of times in my life where I've seen him cry and it always just, it tears me apart. So I guess I'm glad I don't have to see that, but I'll probably be leaving to Austin in a couple of weeks for the service and stuff. And yeah, it's just a bummer, but like I've said before, this channel is also about me being transparent with whoever's watching and giving you, I guess, my most authentic self at all times. And I don't really have a best friend or friends anymore like I used to. So I guess y'all are all I got. The only people I got to like talk to and stuff, and really just kind of let things out, because I'm not really the type of person that I vent a lot just to whoever. So this is kind of just a little safe space, I guess you could call it. Because I don't really care also at the end of the day if anybody comments dumb shit or, you know, hates, or bro, like the job I work and the people I deal with, like there's there's nothing that anybody could say to me that's gonna get under my skin. Like like nothing, I promise you. So I'm not even worried about like trolls, and I know some other people might be more sensitive to that, like under the comments. Not me. And if Jacob, my boy's watching this, he'll tell you too, because he's also one of the managers where I work and the people we deal with, bro. Like you need thick skin for the job we work at, and there's just nobody that's breaking my spirit, especially online, bro. So good luck with that if that's ever a goal of yours. It's not gonna happen, and chances are I'll probably cook you 10 times worse. But that's just me keeping it a buck, you know, me a little showing a little personality here. But yeah, guys, that's it for this video. I'm sorry it's not so cool and edited and all sick, but I got to keep that promise to myself to drop once a week. So that is this video dropping this Monday, which makes it once a week. So I love you guys. I hope everyone's safe out there. Be careful. Don't go drinking and driving. I cannot believe that there's like the third accident in the past year here in El Paso where somebody is on the wrong side of the damn road and hits another car and kills somebody else, bro. Like that's just so crazy. Right by where I live, like not even that far, that happened. This 25-year-old kid lost his life because some girl was literally driving on the wrong side of the freeway, bro. Head-on collision, boom. Kid immediately died. Like that. Just insane, bro. El Paso is insane. But yeah, guys, that's it. This ended up being a lot longer than I thought it would be, but whatever. Love you guys. God bless. And you already know. See you next week. Deuces.